your insurance agent could come out to your location and take a look because you may not remember all the different aspects of your business or think that they're important for your insurance coverage. But having us out to your location, eyes on the location, could really help to ensure that your business is protected. Think about it. Hello, Empower Nation. Welcome to Empower Her Money podcast. I'm your host, Angela Duncan, and I'm going to do a solo episode today as we are now focusing more on the business insurance aspect of our business. And we're heading into a new year. So I want to make sure that the business owners, especially if you're thinking about starting a new business, how important it is to get business insurance from day one. If not anything but a liability policy, want to get that in place. But there's many different things that you need to think about because there could be a lot of gaps as far as what your insurance covers and what your business does. So it's important for you to understand that hiring a professional insurance agent like ourselves to ask the right questions to understand what your business is doing so that they can ensure that you have coverage, because a liability policy is great for a starter policy, but there could be many aspects of your business that need to be insured as well. So some other overlooked insurances could be, if you do take orders online, you're collecting credit cards, you might want to look at having a cyber liability policy, but have a great conversation with your insurance agent so that they can understand what your needs are as a professional business owners. And there's certain industries, you could be in construction, you could be a consulting business, but perhaps you're making recommendations based on some financials. Then we want to make sure that each of those gaps are covered when it comes to your business and your business insurance. And professional liability and general liability may not cover all of those. No, really, as an insurance professional, when I'm having my initial conversation with you and we're either reviewing your existing policy or if you're launching a new business, we want to go over a comprehensive list of questions. So I want you to be as honest as possible, not only in what's going on in your business today, but perhaps what's going to happen in the next 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years. Where do you see that vision of growth for your company? Is it just you? Do you have partners within the company? Are you going to be hiring people? Perhaps you might be having someone who comes in on your staff that's going to be, taking care of the books or the money or the orders. And so there's some additional insurances in place that you could have in order to really protect your clients and to protect your business as well. We want to look at your size of your business and your location. For example, if you're renting space, that's going to be a different insurance policy. And oftentimes the landlord is going to ask you for that, but not always. So going for that deep dive and asking the right questions. So give us enough time. When we're doing this initial consultation with you, it's important for us to uncover all aspects of your business, things that you might not be thinking about that do need to have insurance coverage. So plan accordingly to that. It could be a half-hour conversation sometimes with some of our new business owners or clients that we're bringing aboard because we want to be able to understand their full business. And if they are local and they do have a physical location, your insurance agent could come out to your location and take a look because you may not remember all the different aspects of your business or think that they're important for your insurance coverage. But having us out to your location, eyes on the location, could really help to ensure that your business is protected. Think about it. You are spending, countless hours, 5, 6, 7 days a week, nights, weekends, holidays, building this business. And for someone to not be happy with you and perhaps file a lawsuit against you for some, type of performance or service that you did could wipe out your entire business if you don't have the right insurance in place. So you work very hard for your business. We don't want you to lose it based on something that might have gone wrong with a client or overlooked. Having that insurance policy in place really helps to ensure that all of that hard work, time, energy, and effort, not only you, but your employees and, the sacrifices that you've made for yourself, your friends, your family, whatever that might look like, that the insurance is in place to help protect you should you need it in the future. I'm here in Florida, so if you have a physical location, not only is it important for you to think about the location in which you're at, but perhaps any equipment that you might have within that location, whether it's inside the doors or might be stored outside in the public view. For example, I had a client who's got a Pilates studio, and Pilates equipment is not cheap. So, having proper insurance in place for those business belongings could be really important too. Now, say, for example, you have a real estate office and you might just have some desks and some chairs. That protection of that property might not be as important to you, but we are in Florida. We do have hurricanes, we do have flooding. So at least go through the different options with your insurance agents, what gives you the ability to say yes or no to the coverages once your insurance agent has properly explained what it covers, what the limits are. Say, for example, we'll go back to that Pilates studio. If we're only covering $10,000 worth of Pilates equipment and they spent, say, $100,000 on it, well, then that coverage really doesn't cover them. And so looking at the different options, the different levels of limits within that insurance and what that additional cost could be. We also look at deductibles, just like with your homeowner's insurance, some of the business insurance carriers will allow you to adjust your deductible. Not all, most of them have a standard deductible that they're putting in place, and we don't always have the opportunity or the ability to change that deductible. But if that's an option and you're willing to take on a little bit more risk and have a higher deductible, then we can look at that at perhaps saving you a couple dollars on your policy. It's not usually a big amount when we change the deductible, but if you are really watching your budget and you're okay with the risk of having a higher deductible, then that could be something that we talk about as well. And ask your insurance professionals some real world examples of some claims that have been filed. What happened in those claims? What was the outcome? What was the process like? How does the insurance agent help? Don't be afraid to ask your insurance agent some questions too. This is an interview, just as if you were interviewing your employees to come work for your company. Your insurance professional is a partner with you, and you should be interviewing them as well. Asking for references. You might want to interview a couple of insurance agents. While in Florida, we mostly have access to the same carriers, but you want to make sure that that insurance agent is really taking the deep dive into your business to get to know you, your business, and offer you all of the available products that could be available for your business. And then you ultimately make the decision on what's right for you and what's right. So hopefully that helped you a little bit as we head into the new year and you might be thinking about launching a side business or going full time in a business. The importance of having business insurance in place. Reach out to us if you have any questions here at Empower Her Money Podcast. We definitely would love to help you set up that insurance for your new business. And don't forget to leave us a 5-star review or share this podcast so that we can help other people in their business journey. Are you a business owner looking to increase your profit? Imagine transforming every podcast guest appearance to profit. It's your turn to shine as a podcast guest. I have created a course just for you. It's the secret to profiting from podcasting and being a guest. Go to podcastmoneymagnet.com today and check out this incredible course that's going to teach you how to grow your brand and grow your bank account. Feel the shift as you master being a podcast guest. Podcastmoneymagnet.com today.